Good morning, beautiful. If you're coming across this, maybe this is a spirit message for you. We're going to keep today short and sweet. Listen with an open heart and an open mind. This is what you have to look forward to in your immediate situation, what's happening now, and the immediate future with it. So, what do you have to look forward to, and what do you need to be mindful of? Your individual storyline will always be more detailed, in-depth, and intense, so just keep that in mind as you're listening to this. I'm going to try and keep this shorter than my regular videos, but there'll still be the timestamp of the mini reads after that, so I hope this reading makes sense. I see that you're getting set up with finances, and that this is going to be a direction change for those who are surrounded by you. I see major opportunities opening up. Let's see, a new start that's coming in, and it does feel financially readied, if that makes sense. You've been dwelling on the situation for a while. This is feelings of codependency and emotional instability. Definitely check out the mini reads where the Hangman one was coming in. I'll make sure I put it in after this. There's a conclusion being brought up right now. You're feeling emotionally unstable, like you're not going to be able to do any right move, and that's why this has been stuck for so long. There's a lot of codependence that is getting brought into this. Life is trying to get you beyond this karmic situation by giving you this cup. But I see that you are dwelling on this karmic situation in your life. This cup came out of nowhere. You don't even see it for what it is yet. This is completely, it's honest, it's truthful, and it's kind of a gift. It's something that's very emotionally fulfilling. So going towards here, obviously the difference in this is one cup. We have the 3 cups right here and right here. This is what you've been focusing on, and you're still focusing on it now that it has completely rattled. This has rattled your heart and your foundation and your sense of personal power. I see that you have, it feels like it has aged you. It feels like in a pessimistic kind of way, but what I'm seeing wrapped around this is wisdom. There is wisdom. Life is giving you this new opportunity right here. Like I told you just now, it's seemingly coming out of nowhere. But what you don't realize, this is the 2 of Cups behind you. You're getting rid of karmic situations in your life and finding something that is equal to you, fulfilling. And that is, it needs to be nurtured and cared for and filled, not only by you, but what's coming in with it. You don't see the river in front of you? This is what you're going to fill your cup up with, and it's going to flow you to a new destination. All of this of the past, what you're letting go of, eventually this is going to be water under the bridge for you. Your land is not barren. It just feels this way because it has been going on for so long in your life. This, you will adapt, adjust, and overcome. You're seriously standing in the warrior pose. Not in this, but through all of this. So let's look at the feelings of emotional instability. Why don't you feel like you can make any smart move with this? Come on. What do you need to know? Oh, something just flipped over. Chariot. The Chariot is talking about, because you know this would have to be a complete change in path. You as a person have to change. Because if you don't allow for change to take place in you, then you are bound to repeat cycles. Same people, different faces, different names even, different places in life, but the same kind of people and the same kind of situations. Man, it rhymes. Maybe not literally right here. You have to get over this sense of abandonment and failure. Absolutely check out the mini read with the Hangman. You are not failing at any of this. You are still here. You are still in the game. You never gave up. You may have gone hermit a little bit, doing what you needed to do to get through this, but you didn't fail. If all you can do is lay there and breathe, then that's what you need to do at the time, and that's what you did do. And look at the bottom of the deck. It was at the bottom of the deck. Is the Hermit in reverse. This isn't a time for you to remain in the Hermit position. It's time for you to get out of it and to start seeing the changes that have gone on inside of you. I feel like this is something that was encased and enshelled with you. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Your life is about to start moving again. You're about to start seeing all the wheels turn, and by no effort of your own. This is happening despite what you have done. So the ball is rolling and you are catching up with it, because there's a lot of fate and destiny at hand right now. And I get it. Part of, the journey is realizing that, fate and destiny are throughout the thing. These are big blips of it. So big hands of fate and destiny are coming in. Something that is very emotionally fulfilling. This is what we're looking at right now. So I'm getting pulled to use the love cards, the Whispers of Love. So what do you need to know with this? This feels really good, by the way. Oh, my Lord. Let's see. What do you need to know? Yep, I'm just sitting here shuffling. I'm going to take that one, get to know each other, and relationship patterns. Union of Hearts. I freaking love you. Oh my God. Okay. This might as well be the Two of Cups in this deck. Listen, you don't want to repeat of old cycles of relationships into something that has come into your life. You and whoever this is are still very much getting to know each other, working out all of the non-sexual kinks. You're working out the kinks. But this is definitely a connection that defies any sort of logic, explanation. This is something that your heart and soul just kind of calls out to. And again, this is very much a deep soul bonded relationship. We have many soulmates and they show up in many forms in life. This does not have to be romantic. This is somebody who knows you like they know themselves. These are very similar hearts. There's a lot of mirroring that is going on inside of this. I find that absolutely beautiful, innocent, and something definitely worth investigating and going towards. I really love this. If this is involving a connection, this person is either vastly different from yourself or anybody that you have come across. And you can't explain it, but it's like a magnet that pulls you in. So I see that one or both parties involved in this, all sides of this, are pumping the brakes, because it's just not going to be a place where anybody is going to repeat those patterns where we have all been before. And I love that you guys are slowing down and getting to know each other in this one, because with everything that has occurred in all sides of this, they have to get to know themselves as much as you have to get to know them. And you have to get to know who you are so that you can show that to them. This is something with you that I feel is emerging, and that you are finding it out as you go along. And I think that you are actually surprising yourself with what it is that you do call out to in life. It's not what it used to be, is it? This soul is very much like yours. Even though it's vastly different, it's very much like yours. So I don't see this going away. I see this growing. I think that's beautiful. So I'd already told you that you are not rushing into this. What else do you need to know? Let's reemphasize this. Don't let yourself get swept off your feet. This is a slow and calming burn, if that makes sense. This is a slow moving burn of passion. I feel like you're truly unfolding with this. Okay. Why did I just put these back in? Fine. I'm getting pulled to the Archangel Raphael cards. These want to give you a message. I'm going to make this session shorter than the normal ones. I want to start making this a little bit smaller and more consistent. So this is what I'm working on. So this is getting yourself out there. You need to start putting yourself out in more ways, like in efforts, in consistency. There's a lot of worry around you. I want you to get yourself moving on this. You don't need to worry about the conditioning that could be going on that are based off of your fears. This is something Spirit wants you to give up to it. So you got to get yourself moving again. Not even just in this connection, but in the respect of life. You are meant to be a participant, and you're coming out of a very dormant time. I feel like you're just waking up. All right, so what do you have to look forward to? Butterfly Oracle cards. What do you have to look forward to? Give me some good words. The ending of an era. Congratulations. You have a decision to make. This is what's going to put you into the Two of Cups energy. Changing your mind. Emotions. Something that you are no longer sticking out because you are stronger than you know. You are going to ride these emotions, and this has long term around it. Absolutely every aspect of this has long term around it. You're stronger than you know. This is going to be something that you can get through and thrive after. You're getting in touch with your healthy emotions, letting go of fear. You're changing your life situation because you have changed. And this is letting closure happen and making the choice to do so that you can move on to something that is going to make you come alive and really get you into going, not even just long term, the distance in this. There's so much quality in the substance of this. So mourn what you are walking away from, because there's an investment that you have to put yourself into, and you are moving or moving on. And that's really courageous, and it's beautiful, and it's worth it. I hope that this made sense. If you have questions about booking a session or any of the services I provide, go ahead and reach out in the DMs. I'll talk to you all soon. Stay safe, have fun. Take two. We had these three. I'm gonna shuffle and get more. Caffeine-free, sobriety, give us your cards. Listen, distracting yourself and getting into an altered state, taking any sort of stimulants is not gonna get you where you think it's gonna get you. This distraction is not going to, it's not going to avoid anything. It's like you're hiding in a corner, and you know, if you can't see them, they can't see you. No, not even a little. And that's frustrating because I get it. It's like, God, just make this go away. No, it's not going to just go away. I know that you're nervous about making this. You have to be in a better environment in order to face this. Take yourself away from the situation that is getting under your skin so deeply. If you can't physically get away from it, how can you detach from the situation? You see it very, very clearly as it is. And this is where I think the stimulants and the altered state of being is coming in. Don't unplug that way. There's something about this that you need to feel out, not deny yourself, but still be able to disconnect yourself from. Feel yourself in the emotions, let it run its course. Don't stay attached to the emotional situation. See it clearly for what it is. Allow yourself to move through it. It's a very frustrating thing, but doing this with a stone, cold, sober, clear, unstimulated view is going to be what really solidifies the changes that need to be made. And not letting yourself be overruled by something that's an overwhelming emotion. Getting stuck in that cycle is not going to let you move on. And Spirit is saying, listen, it's time to move on, but you got to feel this. I hate it just as much as you do, but it does come to an end, and after it, you will be free. All right. Butterfly Oracle wants to make an appearance. So what do you need to know? Finances are at the bottom. I'm not taking out, but hang on to the idea. I'm just not feeling like I need to take it out. What do you need to know? What metamorphosis are you going through? All right. Motivation. What's your why? What's your why behind what you're doing, what you're saving, what you're building towards? What's your why? How is it? Come on. I will split this deck. Do not tempt me. You know that there's so much more to this life than what's going on right now. The motivation isn't about keeping any sort of discipline that's weighing you down. It's about being completely authentic and what makes you expand. So this is saying whatever the situation is that you are leaving, you can take the memories with you. However, my dearest, you have to welcome this new chapter. I'm going to turn this down because I don't want this to get flagged, for God's sakes. Look, you are, no matter what, embracing this new set, this new chapter, this new phase of life. It doesn't mean that the past meant nothing. Couldn't be further from the truth. You are going to take those lessons and those memories and those key points with you. There's more in this world for you. And I know that it's scary because you don't know what it's going to entail. But it's more than what has been occurring. And that should actually be something of an encouragement for you. I see that you can't see all this change and this beauty as it's unfolding, and nor are you meant to. You're meant to be in the moment and experiencing it, undistracted by everything else around you. Let's see, the motivation. You have to remember why you wanted to make these changes in the first place. Don't drown yourself out into thinking that this was some sort of a lackadaisical attitude, or this was some sort of flighty attitude. No. Something deep inside you is telling you that there's more to life than this, that there's more to you than this. And this is all the change that's been going on. Now it's time to take these acts of courage to get this ball rolling. You're not leaving the past. You're taking what counts with you, the memories, even the personal connections and where you've been. But there's more for you, and you're about to see that. What do you need to know about love? If you're coming across this, you need some insight on love and what that is entailing, whether it's self-love, reconciliation love, non-psychotic abusive love. Non-psychotic abusive love is what I said. The current relationship or the one that you are bringing into your life. What do you have to look forward to in love? Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. Love endures. Do not be deluded in that if nobody is telling you to stay in a toxic or abusive situation, let me be that disclaimer. Now, as I am with every love reading, as if when everybody should be in a love reading, you're never meant to stay in pain and abuse. Get to know each other. This is, I think, a new connection that is occurring in your life, or this is a re-establishment of a connection. It's one of those two, I feel like. But you have either met somebody very special to you, and it's still in that getting to know you phase. I feel like you have never felt more like yourself with this person, and I think that this is beautiful. I don't think that you're ready for it. I think that you have gotten a taste of what is to come with this, and I think that it's beautiful. So this, what do you desire? Why do you desire it? Is this something that is authentic to you, or something that you have had just set in your mind for God knows how long? Sometimes when you get what you want, it's not what you want because you've changed through the experience. But I'm seeing in this connection, you've never quite felt more like yourself. So there's something very beautiful about this. It's definitely a soul bonding connection. And where this goes, you don't need to put any pressure on it. The rest and relaxation is let this unfold very naturally. This is see things from a fresh perspective. Try to plug into each other's point of view on this. How would you want the partner to show up? How would they want you to show up? How do you want them to show up? And be that individual for yourself, because this is a mirroring that's going on. But I see a beautiful blooming connection coming into play right now. So whatever this is going to be very important. And I do feel like this is going to be something that is consistent in your life. Long-term could be around it. It could very well be romantic, but this is a very important connection. So congratulations, my dearest. Take 4. Apparently something doesn't want me getting out this message. Either that or the message is going to be absolute garbage, which I really don't feel like it is. This is you and every self-limiting belief that has kept you stuck in the hangman position, trying to make this work at every single angle, backing yourself into a corner, making the situation more, not necessarily the unbearable, although I think that's part of it, but also seeing how there's no way out of this. It's your head and your foundation being stuck in the same place without any sort of authority from you behind it. It's a lot of outside pressure that is building on you. It doesn't have an actual physical effect towards you, but it is taking a physical toll on your body with the stress in this. So what this is saying is you need to see how this has backed you into a corner and see that you're not stuck. This is detaching from the situation, taking a breather, and then I guess making another point of action in how to get out of the hangman position. You're not stuck. You're stuck with self-limiting beliefs, but all those are changing right now because I see that this has been something that has been building. You are going to shake yourself free of this. I see a lot of enlightenment coming in, and this is going to take self-discipline to keep pushing through this. This is a very fast-moving energy that I'm feeling coming through this, and this doesn't traditionally mean fast-moving energy. But what I'm seeing here is you have every ability to get yourself unstuck. You don't see that your hands are tied behind your back. They're not. Through all of your chakras except for your base and for your third eye chakra, it's surrounded by truth and honesty, transparency. So these are all the things that are screaming to get out, but the conditioning of the other two is something that has made you feel backed into a corner. And I do see the pressure building up, and that is going to be coming to a head, and it is going to be released, and then you'll be relieved of the hangman position. You'll be in a different position, and you'll be free of this, but know that it's going to take some discipline and consistency to get out of it. You do have this power in front of you. You do have support coming in. The pressure is building, and it's going to come to a close. You're going to have, not a finale, but something final? Yeah. I'm having a hard time with the word right now. This is going to come to a conclusion. That's what I mean to say. So I hope that makes sense, and I do hope that you get resolved soon.